Literally the three tallest people we have in Valorant all replace Mini.
Kind
of wild. G2 on defense, Liquid on attack. They're really rubbing it in. No, they really are. There's something to it. Okay, Liquid just straight up C hit, empty sight.
Yeah, G2 doing a lot of work to clear out
Trip and Cam as well. So Cam to C in early, and then at the same time, once the trip gets broken, you can break the cam. You can check the cam.
Coming out of spawn, and Team Liquid are set up with 3 players eyeing this choke.
Look at the timing, maybe they get the pinch right, but it's actually Leaf to go down first. Allows them now time to worry about that flank. The trip's been broken, the eye should turn, and suddenly all this pressure feels a little bit segmented. It's not having the same impact.
Wow, Nats. Wow, he's done that.
I'm so terrified.
He's popped it to it long and got one in garage.
G2 might be done.
I gotta see this. He's continuing the form.
That was just the America's killer yesterday on the Viper, now on the signature Cypher too. But really in this round, I think
there's the garage one. Very nice. Dude, Nats is interesting when I watch like his crouching. He never crouches like instant, like a Primi peek. He'll do it like midway through the jaw, just when he thinks they're like about to readjust to his head.
They're going to be up against what looks like classics, but bigger picture, G2 have tape on Liquid, so if you're going to be like coping super hard about the EDG stuff, you could say maybe there wasn't enough tape
G2 on this one. 4-person push over towards middle. They got a flash to either get info or retake. I mean, that's info.
This is something you can really lean into. This team has played a great deal, so there should be no excuses.
It's also not a revolutionary comp
that.
or anything like this from Team Liquid.
Okay, now you can peek
quick
that.
Work again. G2, I'm a little surprised to see them showing many of these flank looks already round 1, round 2, but that early conditioning, trying to keep that in the back of Team Liquid's minds that, hey, G2 are going to be testing those extremities.
Okay.
Again, when you've got someone
really
like
nice.
Matt, I feel like we're saying his name a lot in this, you're going to be thinking about flanks a lot of the time, considering it's one of your biggest kind of, I don't even say win cons, but it certainly looks good with him at a 5-0 start. And someone else who's not necessarily fall below the conversation line, but Kiko coming out of that regular season was probably one of the front runners in my mind, certainly putting up numbers here.
What is this duel? We get both POVs of this duel. That's a crazy replay as well.
I would say, considering we know his heights, I'll be very interested to see how he does here coming into this game.
Alright, bonus. The bonus is looking decent. 3 rifles. Got the Stinger as well. And G2, what is this?
Jogamo stepping down into mid here.
Trying to be aggressive, assertive, and it might be rewarded. It is! Back-to-back damage!
Looks like they had a little bit of a read there. When there's no util over towards middle, and I don't know what the util is that they're waiting for. They late tucked Jogamo into the corner.
G2, one player on the flank, now looking for the retake. Coming into the side, Jogamo's already found free.
Yeah, this time he's not letting this one slip. It's all down and that's the 1v4.
Okay, very nice from G2. Yeah, this was weird. Two waiting, and then some util didn't happen, and it's maybe like the camera or something, and then he tucked into the corner. Definitely have some kind of read on this for sure to insert him into the corner. Because normally you would just go there straight away.
And I think that decision sort of saved the round. It was very near to falling apart here after he gets that second, right? Because he hadn't quite converted. But G2 keep things composed, and Jaw already looking good here to start.
And I think that's something that's essential to this team, is getting Jaw having that big performance as well. Seeing him light things up, do well, get that confidence building early. As I said, we do talk about that disparity in those previous results, how much that can affect a player's mental going in. But now we're going to have at least Liquid on the buy, so we see what they can do with
2-4 loss bonus?
no
Sure. We'll leave it like this.
But it's not exactly a
got 2 on each team that can't buy next, so important round to force them down to a low buy. Go wall over towards B.
Early on in the round.
Drone towards Garage.
That early cage, Team Liquid thinking they could keep an extra player over there.
Okay, once they see that they're heavy protecting over towards Garage, they trigger the wall towards mid. Whoops. Jonah wanted to go up top. It's pretty nice from Liquid at the moment though. Pressure.
Now they pull players to B. It's time to re-clear A.
Yeah, and like look at the rotate. We've got 4 people here.
Actually, if they take out,
they think they're gonna re-hit B.
Ultimate from the retake.
Okay, spots 1.
Okay, also nice from G2. They spot 1 here, re-clear over towards it, and we push down middle. Yeah, this is good. This is very, very good. Wait, whoa! What's going on? Jogamo's crazy. Oh my god, dude. Holy, there is so much mad stuff going on this one.
That is crazy.
Jorgamo's taking the crazy TP, I'm pretty sure.
We're in a perfect
He
position
was over towards A last time I
Jaws
saw
ultimate
him.
sees everyone.
And
Flank
then
coming in,
Nats has
but
just
Team
killed
Liquid
2 of his
react to
ult.
it perfectly. Okay, well, they turn around, they get this kill, and then Nats is just finding kill after kill,
Oh, one's a
spamming
trip
through
and
this
one's
off
the
of his
cat.
ultimate.
That's nice. One's
It's
a
just
trip,
a
one's
bit
his ult.
silly. Even the choice to fight into spawn, realizing that G2 are a bit scattered. Team Liquid are locked in.
Jorgamo went for a mad play there.
I couldn't compliment it enough. The reaction to re-clear middle, very proactive, pressure that flank. I loved it. It all fell apart in what felt like a second. So Util being
this is nice as well. They spotted the fawns, and they insta-send the salvos out to break the fawns. We got the smoke over towards long, the blocks, double angle, but you use it for the one-way. That's really nice. That is really, really nice. Looks like the normal smoke to just block vision, so that you might cross over towards short or long.
Big identifier of the follow-up player as well. They're not really falling for any of the tricks here. Joel trying to make something happen for himself, but there's no one really taking this, right? No one wants to walk into it. There'll be no reason to. And it looks like Liquid do have this preference to going towards this B-site approach.
Yeah, I think they've realized a couple times now that G2 are grouping up very heavily, trying to fight around Jorgamo.
Are they dealing with the wall? 1, 2, 3.
Getting free entrances into the site.
Yeah.
Has every round just been an open site?
Oh my goodness, what is that?
So far, it
Wait,
kind of
that is
like
insane what he's just done there, by the way.
At least. The rest, again, clearing this deep flank, but I like this reposition from Liquid, pushing through the extremity, but Jaw is still around it, so he can backfill that a little bit.
Jaw's going to be pretty critical if G2 are going to have a chance
Patty
here on the
might get pinched on.
Liquid, you've got to be wondering, where the hell are they? They've got to get moving, and
Yeah, he
Valen's done
kind of
really
just gave him
well.
a gun
Batek
hit
goes down,
when
and
Nats has
suddenly
been
it's starting to
spotted.
get a bit more nervous on the side. Jaw,
Dude, they're
we
just
said he was
wrecking
critical,
people
and he
through
is, but
smokes
the
with
man's still
stingers.
standing, brought to
Oh,
his
what a
knees.
mad round this
G2
was.
with a little
Jorgamo
switch
got
of
one
pace
through
there,
the smoke of
patient
the
on
stinger,
way
Leap
back
got the
in,
other, and
they
then
keep the
you
scoreline
would maybe
close.
say that
Yeah,
Patty
honestly,
went a
when you
bit
look
too
at that
aggro,
round, it looked
but
like
the
Team
problem
Liquid
was
had
they
the
were just
right
like all
read,
locked
because they're
in on
getting
the
flanked,
site,
so
and
they
they had
fight
no info
forward.
anywhere,
But then they backed
so they
off.
wanted
They
to go
didn't wanna
aggro, but they needed to
overfight.
like do
They
it together.
stuck
This
sort
was
of
the
on
issue
this
here.
B site, and as soon as they lost the one fight over towards garage window, then that pinch comes in, right? This gun goes down. They've got to look too many directions, and Jaw, off of info from his teammates on minimap, is finding spam kills with a stinger through smoke.
And I feel like G2 really needed that, right? That's a little bit of a weight off the shoulders. You're not getting so worried. The scoreline doesn't feel so massive anymore. You've got
G2
a nice little divide there
Astro ult for
Valen as well. You're
retake.
going to be one away from Trent's. Couple big ults here.
So everyone's going to have to
Right, give you some of those
play
keys
heavier
for
over towards the
potentially retaking
site.
some of these very tricky sites, but as it stands, operator out for Camo.
Yes.
New
Yeah,
look.
here we got salvos now breaking the 2 fawns. Leaf did pop the fawn over towards garage before it got broken.
What Camo's sort of reading here is it's usually been an early
And this is
A
nice.
open,
This is a
and then
classic,
after
right?
Team
You
Liquid
create a
have
load of
brought
pressure
this
over
mid,
towards
G2
C,
have
make it
moved
look like a
multiple
hit,
players
and then
onto
you
the
try and
B
pop the
site.
op
Can
over
lead each
towards
player
here to
over
get the
peeking for
person
that
that
one.
rotates. So the C pressure,
Not a bad
this,
read,
this
especially
works
with
so
his
well in
teammates
ranked,
making
by the way.
presence into garage. A
Like
lot of
fake a
times the response
C
is to walk
and just
out of
inside
the
your op here. You just kill the rotate as soon as they run
Take
across
the
here.
space.
It's a
They've
really
got
easy
bodies
shot.
behind it to clear those question marks. And Jaw is in the right place again. That's big info though for Kiko.
Team Liquid now, though, with a little bit of trouble because they haven't found anything with the op. The round is slowing down, but maybe Alert could open things up. If Kiko hears the footsteps coming across, Team Liquid can choose to speed up into the A side or reset back into that lurk.
I like this.
Very nice,
I
and they're
really
just
like
not
that.
expecting
Camo
the attack
patience
op.
pays for Team Liquid here.
Kiko goes
Smoke gonna
close,
go in,
probably
and
his
it's
this
gonna force
wall.
G2 to, you kind of feel like you have to commit to this.
Leaf, is he on
They
top of
have
it?
to go for it. He's seen him.
No, he's not.
absolutely seen him.
But he doesn't go for the shot on this. They fast flood over towards the site. Definitely got to give me Jorgamo here.
Jorgamo's still here. It's labored. It's not pretty enough. Kamek controlling.
That is
How did
not-
Kamek get all of those?
That was
Kamek
not nice
just
to
takes
watch.
that distraction, I think, from Camo and just lines
Tell you
him
what
up.
was nice to watch? The whole
Takes
of
him down,
Liquid
no
here, though, to be
problem.
honest. Salvos to
Team
break
Liquid,
the
I really
fawns,
thought
try
they
and
were
create
gonna be in
pressure over
some kind of
towards C,
problem
try and
with
get the
that
pick
flood coming into
from
sight.
the
We'll check it out
rotate
again
going
in the
over
replay.
towards
Of course, great
C
work here
from
on that
B.
first shot.
Then doesn't
Knocked
happen,
Trent out
group
of
up,
it.
insta, try and
Even
pick the
once
person
Nats
over
is
towards
lost,
A. Once
Team
they've had them
Liquid, okay,
do
Camo hunts down
damage
the
over
one
towards
player
A,
in
so there's
short.
probably one person trying to hold it.
Yeah,
Really cool.
resets to cover his teammate. Beautiful work.
Nice shots on side as well.
That's going to be a bit of a stressor for G2. Going to feel nice here because it is going to put the money in a pretty uncomfortable predicament. You're going to be down on a hero Vandal for Valen,
Yeah.
Guardian for Jonah P. And that round I quite liked what they were doing. Again, quite proactive. They seem to be in the right places here, but they're behind the curve on towards A. Trent going down leads the gates open. I'm a bit worried. And
This
we're seeing
is,
Liquid looking
tech.
composed. It's this patience.
For sure, attack.
Oh, hope that's
It's
composure,
almost
not a
too
tech
much
pause.
patience out of Camo with a knife in his hand.
Way too much patience. Someone, please type. Please type before they push and see
Curious.
everyone.
Well, he's doing a lot of
Please
very good
tell the
tricks right
players.
now.
It'll be fine. I'm getting flashbacks, man. Like, don't do this.
The thing is,
This feels really weird.
I've only seen Nats and Patatek move, and it's about 2
So
steps
it just,
each.
this stuff just looks so weird, man, because G2 are like playing proper. Like that, and then everyone else is like, nope, it's attack.
How iced are G2 off of this, though? Like, where are Team Liquid? We haven't seen any utility.
Don't. Okay, well, hopefully we find out what's going on. I mean,
Because like G2 are just
G2
playing
haven't got a
proper.
memo, but they'll be going, guys, there's nothing happening.
Yeah, and
Well,
hopefully
do you
no
think
one,
this could just be
hopefully
a
no
Team
one
Liquid
pushes or
save?
anything, and it's all good.
Yeah. The old French save, just no one
Yeah,
saying
you know, look, we're 30 seconds left in the round. They haven't really gotten any information of where G2 are on the map. So it's hard to exit
Dude,
now.
why are we sticking a game the whole time?
Yeah.
Show someone else, surely.
I mean, do I need to go up there and call?
So I think I overrate G2. For sure, their maps don't have as much depth as I originally thought.
Don't panic. Don't panic.
Panic.
They still got some cool stuff,
no
though.
panicking.
Panic.
It's gonna be fine.
I don't know if it is. I really don't know if it's gonna be okay.
How do we feel about Trent hunting down the players?
It's a little naughty, isn't it? A little naughty. A little naughty, Trent. Relax. Round's gonna be rolled back, though, isn't it?
I mean, you would hope so.
I believe that's the call.
Yeah.
Unless everyone's having issues, because production hasn't taken us out.
Everyone was like looking at their mouse a bit. Have we got a mouse issue?
Damn, Jeff.
See, I've heard a lot about the famous
Jeffitch,
Pantech
thank you
pause.
so much.
I
How many is this?
never
Holy,
thought
20
I would
gifted
have the
subs. Thank
pleasure
you
of
so much, Jeff.
experiencing it here today.
That's what we can do in the tech pause. Thank you
I'm
so
sorry
much,
to
Jeff.
do
Chat,
this.
you know what to do. We've got nothing else to do right now.
Wait,
There's a
what's
tech
this?
pause.
What's
They're
this
fixing
with?
stuff.
With keyboard, mouse?
Let's get the
Turning the
oil
volume
or
down.
slug spam going. Everyone that got gifted at Jeffitch, say thank you. 20 gifted as well. Big number, dude. Thank
It
you
is
for that
wild
support,
when
mate.
this happens to me. I don't think we've had that
Thank you so much, Jeff.
No, I don't really think so.
Will they
And I do
restart the
believe I
round?
just heard that
Yeah,
we got
they
a
restart the
confirmation
round.
the round is
So good.
100% being rolled back
Jeff,
here,
thank
so
you for doing that, mate.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
If anything, the team's had a little bit more time
Primus
to think
23
about
as
what
well
their
with the
approach is gonna
Prime.
be
Thank you
coming
for
into
the
round.
2 months. And left but
No.
right with the Prime
worst
also.
part is
Thank you
too,
for the
like,
16 months.
Think about the sequence of rounds we just
That's
saw.
why you at me. What's going on
G2
there? What
win
have I
that
missed?
eco round, right? And then they've got the buy, it's going
Love that.
great,
Yeah,
the clock's getting a little bit low, and then that one slips away and they're forced back onto yet another eco.
He's good. Mate, he's just watching
that.
Death.
Haven't seen
Leave him
G2
be.
win a actual buy versus buy
Trying to
round,
enjoy his
'cause all
day.
they got was the
A
anti-bonus
Houdini,
and
thank
that
you so
eco
much for the
far.
tier 1 as well.
Good.
Appreciate the 27 months.
It's a gear pause. Wait, he's up and about. Go on, cameraman. I dare you to be brave and show him up and about. Yeah, that's what I like to see. He's behind the desk. Someone get tech support up there. Help the poor man.
Has he tried unplugging it and plugging back in?
No, that is the classic fix, isn't it? Just different
Yeah.
so it'll be fine. I swear to you.
Where you going?
Oh, Camo bad. He's having a day, isn't he? He's trying to stay locked in. It wasn't mouse. It was keyboard.
No, it was keyboard. That'll
Obama
And that- it's gonna take
74,
about
thank you
10
so much for the
minutes as
Prime.
well
Appreciate the
for
3
ears
months.
coming back in.
Yeah.
Then the headphones. Get cozy.
Canub
I'm
as
surprised
well
we
with the
haven't seen
Prime.
anyone
Thank you
kick
so
the chair
much.
all the way back yet.
Thank
That's
you
my
for the
favorite.
26 months.
Oh, you mean like the full
Oh,
lead back?
the full OS boss, as we call it.
The real Obama? I mean, I doubt it. But you never know.
Honestly, I
Could be
feel
a
like
fan.
G2 have to be locked in.
It'd only be. I feel like who could do it?
'Cause also-
10-3, by the way.
Think about G2's situation, right? Because they played 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Have that insane overtime match versus EDG.
Yep.
Play another. The third map, they get sort of blasted out of the water.
Sure.
So then they are chilling at the hotel.
Yeah.
They're watching Team Liquid series
Jeff
yesterday.
just recently
It's like,
founded a
Sentinels,
game
it's not
changes
looking too
org.
bad for them.
Allow me to take
And
the
then they
opportunity
see
to
what
share
Nats
his
did to
work.
them
Jeff is
on map
awesome.
3.
I mean, for
Then
sure.
you
Want
come
to do
into
that, Death? Go
today,
for it.
And Nats has 9
Founded
kills
a
in the first 4
game-changing org.
rounds.
Oh,
And
okay.
it does feel like I didn't want to
respect
kind of
that.
curse it, right, when you're talking about Nats, because it was like a one-off level
Compose,
performance
Jeff.
to see him peak that high.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, Nats is
can
very
use- you
good,
can use the
everyone knows
time
that,
for
but
some
to
promo.
that extent, he exploited a lot of the issues that Sen had.
Okay,
incredibly impressed
G2.
if he finds consistency
Let's see
at that level
how
of
this one
excellence,
goes.
but so
Roll it
far,
back.
so good at 10-3.
Just an
We
eco.
are back into this, so thank you for your patience. 4 rounds to Team Liquid and 2 to G2, and now we get back to business.
Love the
What's
change
the
of
ult
pace
code?
from Team Liquid this round. Getting it quick and it's
Ooh,
Nats
that's
with
a
the
nice shot, by the way.
operator. Okay.
It's not the first time you're going to see it, and it probably won't be the last. And you probably wouldn't expect him to outdo Jaw, but this time he does, and Kamiko very aware of the angle.
Hold on now.
But Jonah P,
Very
cleaner with it, controlling towards middle.
Trent the only A player right now, and it's just a Sheriff in hand, but Valen's got a hero rifle, Jonah's already gotten one with the Guardian, and there's some pretty hefty
Yeah, and we're going to get some
G2
good info here. Rotate can come in. Once they spot a good amount over towards here, instant reaction from Leaf to push. Oh, they're popping the ults into this one as well. Do they buy enough time for Leaf? Picks up the gun at middle. Oh, he almost committed.
So likely, but Patatek finds some space on the side. Valen on the side swing takes him down, and suddenly Liquid are being held at the door. They're not getting the access they want, but Nat's still alive, an operator in hand. Let's see. Nats.
Yeah, let's see, because they need to.
You've been spotted.
Do a bit of damage here.
Okay,
very, very nice guns to pick up, and an op is one of them if they want it.
Coming in, and G2 just stay off the guns.
It's just another
yeah, and they do want it as well.
It's just a little bit silly.
Jonah P did great.
Frankly, like Jonah P finds that opening
Simon, thank you so much for the bits. Thank you for that also.
They toss 2 ultimates in to make sure they're securing it. It's a little bit shocking, especially considering that. Okay, yeah.
Soap to Daddy as well, and XT Wallace as well. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's really cool, by the way, though, Jeff, man.
And I do think there'll be question marks if it continues this way, right? Because we're back on a bye now. We do have the shorty coming at, well, excuse me, Bucky coming out for camo. Does have the knives to lean on, but they do like to go for these explosive B approaches with this sort of thing, and it looks like once again they're at least implying this early. Yeah, that smoke to teleport into. Jet can dash into the site. We'll see how aggro we're getting. Look at that with the Bucky already trading 1 for 1, and Team Liquid are still on a warpath. Nice. Kiko diving in towards C Link, but Trent has done well to slow this hit. Massive Joel at Garage. Nicely done from Jogamo. That should be the round, unless something crazy happens. He is the hero that they needed right now, and he might have to still keep going. Kamek and Palitek alive here. They can hit the pause button for a second. Big drone. Yeah, but they don't get much off it, sadly. They're looking for almost a slam dunk. They're going to force a swing. Uh-oh, what the hell? They're on.
Fast him out into the open.
It's all on Kamek
in a 1v1. Really big 1v1, because I'm looking at G2's money, and there's 2 of them that can't buy here. I'm looking at Liquid's money, and none of them can buy next. Plant does help a little bit, so maybe 2 of them can buy. Yeah, it's a great reposition. I feel like G2, Jonah P and Jogamo have done a lot in both of the rounds.
Absolutely, right? G2 go for that fast flood into the site. And they had the early stall too, which allowed them to actually get in position for that one. The fact that Jogamo finds the pick onto Nats, who's going through the flank into window. It's a really chaotic round.
He might have thought that the TP was placed somewhere else. There might have been a comms for it. It could have been like he had some normal TPs that were somewhere.
Trying to make these rounds almost as chaotic as possible to catch G2 before they're sort of in motion for their own retakes. Yeah, and it looks like attack timeout coming in for Liquid, but I feel like if Trent didn't have that level of impact on the site, though, that could have gone completely different. What an incredible round from him. Yeah, it's one of those things. I feel like G2's supporting staff are so effective at holding down sites. We saw from Jonah P with the Guardian in hand the previous round. He sort of knows.
I was wondering if we were going to see a timeout. It's been like a little bit back and forth.
Trent too. Fantastic work in that last one. Even when, you know, Jogamo is falling or when he's stuck on the operator on the opposite side of the map,
Jog has got. Dude, you didn't see his TP earlier then, I take it. He did a mad one on long A, like 3rd round, I think.
And normally if that timeline kind of felt more honest, you'd kind of think that G2 side would win more and more gun rounds, but that felt like the most stable gun round they've actually been able to convert in a minute. So it hasn't fully stabilized yet. This is still very much up in the air, but it is going to break Liquid's buy, right? So they are going to be down to the Stingers, maybe odds and ends to even out the money a touch, but I don't think that Liquid have found a huge flaw in G2's approach.
Timeout to give them an idea on the eco round, or like low buy round. Maybe they want to use ult, who knows.
It's going to be important.
They definitely got to try deal with the op at the moment. The op feels. I know it's just 1 round, but the op there felt pretty strong. And you definitely got to try maybe lean into faster strats against the op if that's how you want to do it. There's a lot of B hits right now.
Ready to stun into garage or be off of either of his 2 teammates' contacts on the areas.
And I can't compliment Trent enough. I want to see if he's again going to be the one to be doing
double TP into it. It's a great aftershock.
controlled, at least
Keep
for
an
now.
eye on
And they're
Garage.
aware that
Let's see if they're going to
generally
react
Liquid
onto this
have been
one.
going for those
They
extremity
do put the
pushes,
ult
but
into
once
it, and they
again,
try and
are
take some
doing.
space.
Jonah P does outgun them, though, as does Jaw. And now you're going to see that crunch come in.
Yeah,
Late
crunch
presence
over
from
towards Garage.
Again,
This was kind of nice.
Sloppy, but it gets the job done. Leaf finally getting on the board.
Like,
with
the
two of his
idea
own.
here is
Gonna
actually
keep
pretty
this
cool.
well in hand.
They just got
2v4
wrecked on site.
is not
Hello?
easy, Nats.
Hello?
You're a nasty boy, Nats, but they got to get moving.
Still-
Oh, how is this happening? Leaf is still doing work
Wait, he might
here,
get there.
but
It's
a
close.
1v2, and Nats knows where Leaf is, but there's
Yeah,
a
nicely
tie
done
that
from
sets
Leaf. Just
him.
going to the
And
off
Leaf
angle to try and
standing
make him
tall.
take his
4
time on this
huge
one.
kills.
I actually thought that
G2
the Liquid
managed
idea
in the
wasn't
mayhem.
too bad at
they-
all. It's
they
kind of
locked
cool.
down the fort. Yeah, there's Nat shooting him in the side
Especially with
of
the
head.
stun that creates the
But it's
space
all
that you can
good.
actually pinch over
I
towards
think
Garage.
G2
Just the
now
fact
have
that everyone
realized
on
that Team
site
Liquid's
here just lost these
heavy
jaws.
anti-prep in this game has been to fight into spawns. Every round, they're playing super aggressive post plans, and now G2 are doing a much better job of identifying that and holding it down.
So we look at depth, we look at capability. G2, that stability is everything to them right now. 3 consecutive rounds. Money getting a little bit better for themselves. Ult starting to hit through as well. Pressure back towards A, at least on the early implication. No.
Okay, early A, we
follow-up
get
to it
the
yet, though.
we
Yeah,
get
I
a
think the
change up
annoying
with the
thing for
wall.
Team Liquid
It's a
is
nice
because
wall.
they went for the B rush on the eco round. They haven't
Dude,
actually
another
seen what
B
the
hit.
differences G2 have in their setup coming out of the
At one
timeout.
point, you
They
have
don't
to
know
scrap
about
the
the
game
mindset
plan
on
of the
1A.
B hits,
Don't know
no?
exactly what Jog
They're
is
kinda getting
doing
wrecked
with
here.
that operator. So they've got to be very cautious working forward here and don't have a lot of cues to play off of.
Who's the one exploring first? Jonah P with the stun. Force him for now. Playing out of the connector. Shot missed.
Wow.
Jonah P gonna just put that to the chest of Camo, and that's a man up to the good around the minute mark. And look at Jaw going walking.
Exactly, creeping down into C. Team Liquid have no space on the map. Apart from, I guess, Kiko, who's held down A long, but he's not in a forward position just yet.
Still with that Vice wall there, right? You still got security in that. They're happy enough leaving one on it.
I think this round is going to hinge on what Nats can accomplish on B. Team Liquid have very little time to make presence known over into A, so Nats is going to have to snap onto something.
Yeah, I mean, he's
It
going to
takes
have to
too
hope that
long.
his
I
team
think
can
that
actually get
stack
over
is just
towards
gonna
A.
run out of time to work with. They don't know about
20
this Vice
seconds
yet.
on this.
Only
They got
now
to
do they
descend it
realize
through
there's
the
a
wall.
wall and this stall is going to hurt.
Yeah, this is rough now. Paranoia's gone in. They're gonna have to make something of it, but look at the
Yeah, they
time
got to
being
deal with
brought
forms.
here.
They're going to run out of time
It's
here.
perfect.
Vice ult as well. They just have to run in with classics. Are they just going to call to save?
10 seconds. There's nothing you could do.
Yeah, this is calling to save.
Spike's still
Stunned in the
down
corner.
there.
It's actual
Leaf
Melons
will
round.
deal with them. Ooh. Okay, not like that, but the time. Time is the biggest thing, and he bought time for it. Can't make it go farming. I don't care. The round is gone.
They
And
got
it's a
some kills,
misstep
but
from
it
Liquid here, and a perfect
didn't
example
look
of
great.
G2's
The original B
adaptation
plan
being
didn't get him
rewarded.
too much.
Exactly, and I really do
At
believe this all
least
goes back to
keep
what
the
Team
money
Liquid
low,
chose to do
but-
on the eco. It's a really hard decision to have coming out of a timeout on an eco round where it's, okay, do we go for the rush play that might give us a higher chance of winning this round?
G2 are
or do
putting
we
up
play
some
slow and figure out
numbers
what
though,
the
but I
changes
will
our
say
opponents
that the
have made?
G2 comp
Because they
does
went for the
struggle on
former,
attack.
they just ran
Like
into
solo
time issues
Yoru can
without
be a
any
nightmare on
type
this
of
map.
scouting. As soon as they lost their
It's
their
very
defense, it
hard
was
for you to
just,
actually
what do
like
we have no plans.
send it over towards the Saints.
To be walking in blind like that, just hoping, praying that it'd go in your favor. And now we look at the pace again. Much heavy a look towards A. Still got a buy. Yes, could be lacking in some areas. Obviously, Padisek, they're just down on the Sheriff. This looks simplistic in approach, at least for now.
G2 have a double setup in mid. Nats could be running into some serious trouble if he tries to play into that B space.
Yeah, it's going to get a little bit weird. Is Nat's going to try call him back?
Smoke close,
Spike
and away
committing.
we go. Nat's trying to navigate through middle, but still, it's all going to be held down by G2. They got bodies here.
God, I
This
don't
feels
really like
a
how
live
Liquid are
battle,
playing.
it
It's
is.
so much
G2
contact.
making
It looks like
light
they have
work
no
of
strats,
Liquid.
dude.
This
It's really
doesn't
weird.
look threatening at
It-
all.
it's
That's
so
just
much
where he
contact.
is, right behind you. Good luck, Kiko. Have fun, Kamek.
I don't know if you
You're
can
not
play
gonna do a
contact
thing
against
here.
this comp.
G2 have elevated in the last couple of rounds. And Kamek can try and make it
A
look good for
Yoru
the
and a-
scoreboard, but that'll be about it in a 1v4.
I mean, I will say Trent's
G2
doing
back
great.
in control.
But
Yeah, Trent and Jonah P keeping a lockdown over on the A site. Finding the 2 kills through the spam, then their util is coming back off the cycle because the hit's coming in right on that 1 minute mark. Just stopping Team Liquid in their tracks completely. Those are the guys that, again, Jogmo's off in Narnia over on the B side. He's not helpful. So to be able to lock it down like this is just fantastic.
Feels very readable right now. I feel like G2 have been doing
Oh,
their
that was
homework
kinda
and Liquid just I don't want to say falling
Nice
short.
little
4
micro play
rounds
from
is
him.
doable.
TP
5
out, but
would be much better for them, but
they've actually
still,
got
this
a dude.
doesn't feel
I would love them
inventive.
to
It
do
doesn't
something
feel
together instead of
unknown.
relying on a pick. Yeah, here we go.
Really strange right now. Team Liquid going for an
Problem is they didn't break the phones on this one. Oh, that's nice though. Flash with a TP over towards here. You invest the Omen TP as well. It's like the like TSM, just with a little bit extra.
Jaw is surrounded. He wants to fight out. Jawbo will not back away and maybe
Gugmo did
should
very
have,
good though, damage-wise. Nearly took down Kamek, to be honest. Does have a regen shield, so he can now tank 1 bullet.
It's a 3v3 right now. Alan has an ultimate. There's fighting garage. This determines everything. Jonapi opening it up now can call in his teammates to ult back into the site.
And there it is. Ult
Yeah,
comes in.
Patty definitely needs to dodge that.
Nice 25 HP. We've got to know that space.
Dude, Jonah
could
P
have
has been
occupied.
incredible.
Jonah P is on the money
Dude, Jonah P
now.
has been
G2
incredible on this
looking
defense half.
so much better.
Yeah, this
That
is
was
a lot of
wild.
okay.
Team Liquid
It's
just
a lot of
blow open
numbers
the round, but
on
again,
defense,
it's
but I'm telling
Jonah
you,
P
the Yoru
finding
comp
those
on
kills.
attack
It's
really
Jogamo
struggles,
turning
like
around
solo
to deal with
Yoru.
Camo's jet when he's surrounded on every single front.
There's still a bit
like
of
Liquid
okay.
ran out of steam there, and G2 showing their depth at 8-4.
Didn't really love this attack though. So much does contact relying on winning a 50-50 duel or trying to just get the upper kill.
Had it with your old phone? We've got you. At Verizon, trade in any old phone for iPhone 16 Pro on us, on any plan. And get iPad and Apple Watch Series 10, all three.
Why did
on
it struggle
us.
there?
That's
Free
up to
flashes.
$2,000 in
But the
value.
flashes don't
Only
really
on
matter if you
Verizon.
can't get through the chunks.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Like you need to actually like TP through the chunks. Like if okay, I'm gonna use a different map to completely like nullify your argument. Like imagine running like a Phoenix. What was that loud comp that they did that couldn't get through choke points on Ascent? Like flashes don't get you through choke points. Like the abilities of movement get you through choke points. Like when you're running a Phoenix on Ascent as your solo duelist, you can't get through choke points. It doesn't matter. Phoenix KO Breach, yeah, they had 6 flashes and they couldn't get through any choke points. Like it's not about the flashes, it's about being able to dive and be protected with the dive so the people then can come out. The people on site then have to focus on something on site instead of just all at the choke point. It doesn't matter about the flashes. And on this map, Yoru, the limited safe TPs.
And it was a volatile
there's
start.
not many of them, is what I'm saying. It
came
is
out
limited.
Swinging. It looked like we had
The
a
safe
bit of a
TPs
game
are
on our
limited, is
hands.
what I should
That's
say.
looking like maybe it was another sort of, one
He
of
was
those.
owning.
But G2 made it. Suddenly, what, 7th
Izu
round?
had to ask the
Looked
rest of his team for
like they-
permission to do the fake
they had
clone.
no
Wait,
problems
that's
at all.
awesome.
6 in a row.
Easy.
Yeah, 6 in a row to close it out.
And they're
Very
like, sure,
impressive
as long
stuff.
as
Honestly,
you got a
if you want to just
ghost.
talk game plans for these two teams, it felt like G2. After
He
that
must have been
timeout was
feeling
called,
it as well. I
lights
guarantee
out.
if he
Could
didn't have
not
such
be
a good
touched.
half,
But Team
he's not
Liquid
asking
came
to
in
do that.
Really interesting
was
read.
really
It was all about
feeling it in the
fighting
moment. It's
forward
pretty
in those
cool.
post plants, stopping G2 before they could really
Um,
get into their retake. So I sort of feel
Don't
like
want to
Team
make
Liquid will
this
have a
seem
lot
worse than
of
it
these
is, but
hard
Liquid
leads
won the
G2
pistol,
coming
so
into this series.
getting
Do or die
8 is
series
like
for them,
incredible.
and
It was a
good
really
defense. I
lackluster
wonder what that's
attack.
going to be. It's going to start on pistol with a heavy fight over C-Long.
Oh, this could be a straight up biff, isn't it? Just 3 on one side, 5 on the other. Numbers
Yeah, this is gonna be a little bit crazy.
better for
TP over
G2,
towards
but
the site
let's
might
see.
be good for
Already very well.
Jogamo though.
This could be so sick. This is so sick. Look at the pour on of Util. They put it right through the blender. Kamek the other to really draw blood though.
Yeah, I was gonna say they got numbers here to fight though. I feel like G2 handled it well, even though the idea was cool. Like they handled it well. I don't know how Trent managed to dodge the damage here, but he was calm with it.
Because I thought they had absolutely everything they needed.
Oh, that's gutting as well. That's a wind out of your sails, right? For G2, you're grinning, right? You just got.
Hold on.
Yeah. Kiko.
Whoa.
No way
Damage
we're gonna make that
though.
anymore.
10
He's made
HP.
it doable though. He's brought it down to a 1v2. Trent and Valen suddenly having to really focus up.
Balance on 10 HP.
Oh my god, the timing.
Camo's still
on
gonna
this.
dash.
The timing. Trent, you
Trent
absolute
had a
superstar.
round
He
and a
was
half though.
phenomenal
1-1 for the Pistols.
Regulation rounds on that B
This is
side.
not being
He was
thicker. There we go,
impactful
1-1.
there, and he might have just saved that one from becoming a tragedy. But the start of that, Liquid knew it all.
Yeah, please, let's see that again. Oh, there's a counter stun, so at least Patatek is stunned. I'm not sure what happened to Kamek and Nats on the other side.
They had a flash as well, though.
It felt so good.
Yeah. I mean, benefit of the doubt is there could have been, you know, some like Yoru flash, something that forced them
It's
off
a
the
3
line.
against 4
Gonna
also.
assume, but that was
And
hard to
the swings were
see.
just more together for
Massive
G2.
utility being tossed out there.
That has got to be an absolute gut punch for Liquid in their mind, because they had the right read. But doesn't matter, still got to click the heads, and it was G2 out on top, dealing with
this is
whatever
a gun.
cards thrown at them. Leave.
Yeah, he spots a lot though. 3 hit over towards the site.
Just barely misses it.
Yeah, it's the finest of margins. But in the meantime, G2 have staked their claim on this C site. And yeah, there's Sheriffs on the other side, but they should be 10, right?
Yeah, I mean, G2 went for the full buy here. They don't care about the bonus. It's just about winning that round. Call with the heavy round advantage coming on through here. Double stars to stop the flood out from C-Link too. All to cover the flank. This is a solid anti-eco setup.
This is really uphill. Liquid looking for options and finding very little, and that's the only one to do it.
Yeah, and they get
G2
nothing for this, and I
storm on this
guarantee
side.
Leaf's
Oh,
getting an
G2
outlaw
again.
out here.
They invested heavy into this round. They were not
Yeah,
going
they
to take
invested
any
way too
chances
heavy.
here.
Everyone's getting light armor. Leaf is going to have a field day.
He's keeping him close to sight. There we go. G2 going to recover the more prized possessions of the Guardians.
Yeah, I think he's throwing this over and buying an outlaw.
Now the thing is, Team Liquid bought a lot of Sheriffs that
Let's
round.
see.
They've got 4 light armors.
You should
G2
for
identified
sure be
that way.
punishing this.
Getting all those kills, they see the Sheriffs on the ground. This could be a time to force up into an outlaw, genuinely, for them.
I'd love to see it. Why not?
It's a weird call to make, because on the one side, when you have such a buffer, 10-4, it's like, just take the bonus here, build up your economy, that's totally fine.
He doesn't go for it.
This could have just been the nail in the
1,
coffin
2,
had they gone
3,
for it.
4. There would have been one shot. And they do just keep going with the C spams though, 3 in a row.
A real sour game for them. Coming back into this and looking like they are really on the money. This is dreamy, but
yeah, just spam and C hits. It's a hard retake. They didn't use too much util here, to be honest. Leaf still has the Fawns, probably just put it over towards spawn. Yeah, just landed now, sets them off so they can't flood for a little bit. Now they got no smoke, so they can all go down towards long as well. It's like the worst ever player to lose for Liquid on this one. Yeah, and you can see everything from G2, right? As soon as they kill that smokes, everyone just goes long.
Gonna face the music on 23 HP.
Yeah, you guys
and
just gotta save this, to be honest.
How you meant to deal with this? You can't. You know you can't.
They're wrecking him. They're
Time is
absolutely
gonna be
wrecking him.
going.
Oh boy.
A little unlucky on the time, but it
That's
doesn't
unlucky
matter.
timing, but
They're gonna make it to 11 on this round. This is more than the first nail in the coffin.
And you can see a Liquid timeout here, and they have to talk about C.
That is just brutal. I mean, how many flashes do G2 have just continually fighting into Garage? Kamek needs to keep this rifle online just to be a potential hero, and he does.
Lucky boy.
The faintest size of relief for Team Liquid.
Look at the money now for G2, 3 back-to-back.
Everything went wrong for Liquid, but it's also like G2 are doing great. Like they're heading over towards the site where they're playing retake. It's hard for this comp to get like into the sites. Once they're into the sites, they have an easy time. Like they've looked at how Liquid play and they're just like, well, we can just spam the C at the moment until they actually want to fight it. And this is what this is going to be a timeout about. It's going to be about fighting.
But hey, this is the G2 we wanted, right? I think you said it well at the start, that if anyone asked you head to head,
the Vice, the Vice is insanely strong. So if you get the Vice over towards the site, then you like put the Fawns down. You can't retake really. You just delay for so long. They got to really play to the weaknesses of the G2 comp, which is just stopping before they get into the sites.
We saw the best of some of these players. Now, there's nothing saying they can't do it again, but they're on 4 rounds, and G2 have come out looking like they should. They are one of the most favored teams here. They are arguably the favored team. You could throw EDG in there. You could throw Vitality in there, sure. But pound for pound, they should be putting up 11 rounds to the likes of Liquid. This is much, much better from G2.
In fact, they turned it around after losing the pistol, those few scrappy rounds early on.
G2 in best of 5s? Yeah. I mean, they only have two maps that are pretty rough at the moment. They got Bind and they got Fracture.
Up in a lot of these eco rounds, and Jogamo as well, because I think Jogamo got completely shut out in that series back versus
Everything else is decent for them.
Now Team Liquid, everything riding on them.
If anything, best of 5 suit them more.
Now we kind of get into the rougher end of this for Liquid 2. Their buy now going to be shattered, right? They can get some bits and pieces, but it's Kamek's Vandal that is their prized possession.
Right walk.
Well, that's bold from Padatek, and it's labored, but it's got the job done. Leaf is removed. Now
You've
the
just
flood
got,
towards A.
yeah, you've got Nats playing up towards Heaven, trying to get a kill off the trip, but there's too much utility to break the trips. Yoru is just unfair, easily dealt with, but the flood coming in quick.
Yeah, they've got to make this one work, though. Padatek going to put his life on the line for it. Pressure starting to mount now. Nats dives
This is
in,
what you got to do.
and
See, this is
takes
more
the
how it
point.
should look.
But Trent again, in these
Like, just
critical
impossible to get
rounds,
over towards
Trent
the Saints.
comes alive.
I will say
can't
they
stress it enough.
put the read pretty early,
But
though.
Ace? No
Julian, thank you so much in
Whole
YouTube
minute to
chat.
play
I
with,
appreciate you
but
doing
that
that. Thank you,
spike
thank you.
Is in a bad way.
Oh, yeah.
The thing
Thank you
is,
so much,
goes
Julian.
the exec. He has the missiles. He's got a stun to play with. Camo and Kiko are stacked. There's a world.
There's a world if the salvos
You
go
heard
like
story
onto
of
the head,
Trent
yeah.
1v5, started off with 2
Surely
incredible
not.
kills.
30
He
seconds
was down to 79 HP, almost full util left here. And then he goes for that play out of from Sewer, the spike. God, awful position.
One for heaven, one for close? No.
When comes in, it wasn't this round, actually.
It's,
It was a
yeah.
different
it's so
one.
rough when he
That
just
other
has
one.
It was the other
no
one.
idea where they
Hey,
are.
lifeline for Liquid,
Yeah,
right? They need
It was probably around he was playing Sova.
Much better from
Yeah,
Liquid
yeah,
though.
yeah, yeah,
Like this
that's
early
actually
info,
the
so they can stack
Genuinely,
sites.
okay, so Team Liquid, what
is
have we
what they
seen
need to
from
do.
them in that round that gives us a little
Lee
more
Vade
faith?
with the
It's that
Prime.
mid-walk,
Thank you so
right?
much, Lee.
I think one of the things playing this
thank
buys
you
is
for
you
that.
have a little bit less like scouting control over mid space than you do with a Killjoy turret or a Cypher camera, those types of things. So maybe a small theme Team Liquid have identified, trying to flush out that space. Looking this next round too, they've got 3 players ready to fight there as well.
It's rough when you go up against these. Like this comp
right
is
shout, though, but
so
that ult is
good
gonna be an
when you
issue,
get the Yoru
right? He's
ult.
got
Pretty
that
much when you have the
sting nice
Yoru
and
ult, it
close
should
as
be a
well.
free win.
Any America's hands looks good. Kiko doesn't want to.
You can stun, you can salvo. Jorgamo's a lunatic. Dude, I need some Yorus to start spinning around before they... I need some Yorus to check what's going on. Dude, ult for ult, but everyone's sitting in this ult. Oh my god, the team ult from Kamek nearly took 2 of them down. Nearly took Nats down as well.
What just happened? I couldn't tell you. But Padatek and Kamek, the only 2 alive, split on the map, but an opportunity beckons, takes away Trent. Now we've got to see a response from Paddy too. He's got to take some space here, but look at Jonah P's position.
Oh, yeah.
It is stunning. Offsets the time, wins the fight.
31.
He's basically won in the round. Kamek's going to have to go nuclear in this. Util Poron's there, and they're not going to engage
There's a stun
with him.
backup,
Look
like-
at this.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen.
Oh, they messed up
G2
big. Dude,
somehow
the
see
Teo
through the
ult was on top
pandemonium
of 2
on that
of the
time.
Liquid
Double
players'
Teo
heads.
ults. Valen's trying
As
to
in, like, their
dance
team
around
won.
both things. Jonah P is spamming people through smokes.
Julian
It's
again,
just a
thank you so
little
much for
bit
that as well.
wild.
Nice now, appreciate you, dude. Thank you,
That's
thank
what.
you.
Good luck understanding
And
this.
look, like, okay, Junkett's team
Dude,
started
look,
there,
see if we
coming
get
out
to
the
see
ult
this
early,
ult here.
Oh.
Dude, look at this.
and they still win the
And then they go
round,
into it.
even through all of
Both
that.
of them, Nats is tanking it as well. God, it's a
Yeah,
shocker
okay,
from Liquid.
Must be nice. This is not a good look for Valorant in general. I think there was, again, there's going to be that League of Legends co-streamer having a watch, having a giggle. That's not going to go well, and I don't think I saw a single one of those kills, all through smokes.
Okay.
Right, redemption in this one.
Seven-
Liquid need to do it now, or it
7
might be
chances for
never.
G2
Already
and
a
they just
2-1
look way
trade
too
out,
good. And honestly,
G2
Liquid
straight up with
look
the upper
really
hand.
off.
I mean, Team Liquid just effectively
Like
ran
even
the
from
same
just their
play
attack
3
game
rounds in a row
plan,
out of the
just
timeout.
be contact
G2
the
aren't
whole
gonna be fooled
time.
again.
Like they got the advantage when they had the op pick, but then they should have
right?
just
What are you meant
used the
to do?
pressure of the
Now
op
that
to
you're
just
down in numbers, you almost have
bust
to
sites in
sort
terms of
act
like
out
C.
a
No one's
little
going to be
bit.
Sure,
peeking it.
rat around somewhere, try and find
But they just
something.
tried to hit
I
B
guess
so
lower
much.
percentile.
Ooh,
That's
and
not what-
Jonah's
that's not
having a
gonna do it.
great game.
G2 looks so in the driving seat here. Nats and Kiko, yeah, probably some of the 2 heavy hitters from this team. People have looked at these 2 as the ones to be able to bring them back to the forefront.
Okay,
Sure,
very,
you
very
got
clean from
there.
G2, and that was
13 to
Liquid's
5.
map.
It's a dominant display from G2.
But they just looked
and
off
that
though.
is
They looked
message
really,
sent.
really off.
Just beautiful Valorant from John Jones.
I think the G2 game plan was good though. The
Between the
exploit
two.
over towards
On the
C.
defensive side, locking it down,
When they
Jaws
weren't
off
holding
was
C,
excellent.
right? They
And
know that they
once
can't get
G2
over to
realized that
the
Team
sites
Liquid
easy,
were
so they
just
start
go,
spamming
go,
C
go.
hits. It was
They
good.
slowed down the rounds. They knew exactly what was going on. They had Team Liquid's number.